Azul, welcome to this presentation about Amazigh weddings among the Aitata tribe in southeastern Morocco. The Aitata tribe is one of the largest and most prominent Berber tribes in southeastern Morocco. Historically, they have settled in areas stretching between the eastern high Atlas Mountains and the Dar'a and Tafilat Oasis, where they are known for their strong social cohesion and well-organized tribal system. The Aitata tribe boasts a rich cultural heritage, particularly in its social customs, most notably Berber weddings. These are not merely occasions for marriage, but collective celebrations that reflect values of solidarity, respect, and a deep connection to the land and Berber identity. This video will explore the weddings rituals of the Aitata, from the initial ceremony of Asqamu to the conclusion of the festivities, to understand their cultural and social significance. Asqamu Day is the first official day of the wedding celebration, spent by groom's family and their associates at the bride's family home. The groom sends three representatives, they are nicknamed Isnain, to the bride's house, carrying a bag full of wedding clothes and decoration. Women from the bride's family, for example aunt, take on the task of decorating the bride and dressing her in traditional attire, while the women sing Berber Warru, song to celebrate the occasion. They wear the traditional white dress, known as lizar or ahrui, a thick multicolored belt known as tasmirt, wrapped around her waist, and silver jewelry such as ibran and tasgnas, embroidered with silk threads, an incense necklace known as luban around her neck, and silver bracelets on her wrists. A silver piece, known as Isensar, is also placed on her forehead. Her face is covered with a transparent red veil, known as A'broq, and her fingers are adorned with woolen threads, while the woman sings Warru songs in her honor. As for the groom, he usually wears a black or dark colored jellaba with a white silham and white trousers, highlighted by a red scarf, tikerzit, wrapped around the head. This is complemented by ornament such as a red turban, a box on the shoulder, and a white or red belt. Isnain are three men from the groom's family or relatives, who play a key role in the Amazigh wedding ceremony among the Aitata tribe. Their duty include accompanying and symbolically protecting the bride, transporting her clothes and belongings, and representing the groom and his family throughout the wedding proceedings. The Isnain accompany the bride as she moves from her family home to the Asug's tent, and they undergo traditional and humor tests that demonstrate the bride's status and values within the community. On the morning of the second day, a festive procession is organized to transport the bride to the Asug's tent. The women of the tribe gather with relatives, chanting traditional songs Werru, and the bride is placed in a special car driven by a male relative, usually her brother. Two female relatives accompany the procession, carrying some belongings. Along the way, a group of men called Iqtan symbolically attempt to intercept and obstruct the procession. This satirical tradition demonstrates the groom's and Isnain's keenness to protect the bride and eliminate any obstacles to marriage. After lunch, men and women gather around the bride and groom, chanting heavy, rhythmic songs. This folk celebration is called Asarkid, a humorous ritual in which the bride and groom are praised in an epic melody, and the mothers-in-law are mocked according to inherited traditions. The celebration continues until sunset. On the evenings of the celebration, the bride and the groom participate in the popular Amazighi Hidus dance. The dancers are in two facing rows. If most of them are older, the dance is called a qorar. And if most of them are younger, it's called Hlaksa or Lemsaq. On the evening of the third day of the wedding, the women gather once again around the bride for her final adornment in a ritual called أرزوم نقمو. They apply kohl to her eyes and the miswak to her mouth and smear her face with saffron on her forehead and checks until her face is unveiled to all. The wedding concludes with the removal of all final decoration from the bride and groom. The veil is lifted from the bride's face, removing the أعراس, and the groom removes the from his head. Then everyone gathers to eat the محمصة, a meal in which the groom feeds his bride the first bite from the dish, and then the bride does the same, symbolizing their union and the beginning of their life together. The wedding ends with the exchange of congratulations and prayers for the couple's happiness and success. Some celebratory customs continue for several days after the wedding festivities, including washing the ghee, tardan woody. About 15 days after the wedding, both families invite their guests to a communal couscous meal. The bride and the groom place their hands on the couscous dish, and ghee is poured over them as a prayer for a happy and blessed married life. I hope this video has given you a glimpse into the Amazigh wedding traditions of the Aitat, and I'd love to hear your thoughts and impressions. This is Zuhair Ahnsal signing off. قيمات جلمان.